As the world around you quiets down, find a comfortable position, take a deep breath, and allow your mind to drift back in time. Imagine the gentle rustle of linen tunics, the soft clinking of armor, and the distant murmur of a Roman camp settling for the night. Tonight, we'll explore the serene and structured life of a Roman soldier, not through the chaos of battle, but through the calm routines and rituals that defined their days. In the early light of dawn, a Roman soldier stirred from his slumber. The air was crisp, carrying the faint scent of earth and dew. Within the confines of a leather tent, shared with his contubernum, his group of 8 fellow soldiers, he rose quietly, careful not to disturb the others. The camp was beginning to awaken, the soft sounds of movement and murmured greetings filling the air. After dressing in his tunic and securing his sandals, the soldier joined his comrades for the morning meal. Breakfast was simple: bread, perhaps dipped in olive oil, accompanied by a sip of diluted wine. Conversations were hushed, focusing on the tasks ahead. The camaraderie among the soldiers was palpable, a quiet bond forged through shared experiences and mutual respect. The morning hours were dedicated to training. Soldiers practiced formations, honed their skills with the gladius and pilum, and engaged in endurance exercises. The drills were repetitive but essential, instilling discipline and ensuring readiness. Commands were given in measured tones, and movements were executed with precision. The focus was on unity and coordination, each soldier a vital part of the whole. Beyond combat training, soldiers had various responsibilities. Some maintained the camp, repairing tents or fortifications. Others stood guard, their watchful eyes scanning the horizon. There were also administrative tasks, such as record keeping and managing supplies. Each duty was performed with diligence, contributing to the efficiency and order of the legion. The afternoon was reserved for lighter duties. Some soldiers cleaned their weapons and armor, ensuring everything was in optimal condition. Others attended to personal chores, such as mending clothing or writing letters home. These tasks, though mundane, were essential for maintaining the well-being and morale of the legion. As the day drew to a close, the camp settled into a tranquil rhythm. Evening prayers were offered, and soldiers gathered to share stories or play simple games. The atmosphere was calm, with the soft glow of lanterns casting gentle shadows. It was a time for reflection, camaraderie, and quietude. With the stars overhead, the soldiers retired to their tents. The camp grew silent, save for the occasional rustle of fabric or the distant hoot of an owl. Within the tents, soldiers found rest, their bodies weary but their spirits steady. Sleep came easily, embraced by the comfort of routine and the bonds of brotherhood. With the first light of dawn, the camp stirred to life. The buccaneer's call signaled the start of a new day. Soldiers assembled in formation for the morning muster, their armor gleaming softly in the early sun. Roll call was taken, and orders for the day were issued with quiet efficiency. Post-muster, soldiers attended to the maintenance of their equipment. Armor was polished, weapons sharpened, and gear inspected. This routine ensured readiness and instilled a sense of pride in their appearance and preparedness. The camp buzzed with quiet activity, each man focused on his tasks. Physical fitness was paramount for a Roman soldier. Daily exercises included running, marching, and strength training. These activities not only built endurance but also fostered unity among the troops. The training grounds echoed with the rhythmic sounds of exertion, a testament to their dedication. After rigorous training, soldiers gathered for their midday meal. The fare was simple: bread, cheese, and perhaps some fruit. Meals were communal, strengthening bonds and providing a moment of respite. Laughter and stories were shared, the camaraderie palpable. Afternoons were dedicated to various camp duties. Some soldiers repaired fortifications, others tended to supplies or assisted in administrative tasks. Each role was vital, contributing to the smooth operation of the camp. The sense of shared responsibility was evident in every task performed. As night enveloped the camp, soldiers found solace in quiet reflection. Gazing at the star-filled sky, Thoughts drifted to loved ones and distant homelands. These moments of introspection offered peace and a sense of connection beyond the battlefield. During moments of quiet, soldiers often wrote letters to loved ones. With wax tablets or ink on papyrus, they poured out simple hopes, homesick thoughts, and stories of camp life. Some shared dreams of returning to farms, children, and quiet fields. In return, news from home would sometimes reach them, treasured, reread, and quietly stored away. From time to time, soldiers were granted leave to visit nearby villages. Wearing simpler tunics, they wandered through markets, tasted foreign fruits, and watched artisans at work. The smells of baked bread and open fires mingled with unfamiliar languages. Though brief, these moments outside brought small joys and new memories. Some camps had small hub gardens tended by medics or older veterans. Here, mint, lavender, and rosemary grew in quiet rows. They were used for simple remedies, teas, and soothing ointments. The garden was a calm place, a pocket of nature within the structured camp. Each soldier took pride in his equipment. The gladius, the pilum, the scutum, tools as familiar as their own hands. In the quiet hours, they inspected handles for cracks, sharpened blades with care, and cleaned leather straps. It wasn't just maintenance, it was ritual. Not all soldiers were literate, but many learned over time. Fellow legionnaires taught them letters and numbers in the evenings. Chalk on wooden boards, patient correction, and small triumphs. In the stillness of camp, education became a quiet form of brotherhood. In quieter times, some soldiers took to sewing, woodwork, or carving. Simple tasks, mending tunics, shaping spoon handles, or etching symbols into leather. It wasn't just for necessity, it was for peace of mind. Their hands busy, their minds rested. Cleanliness mattered, even in distant outposts. When time allowed, soldiers visited nearby bathhouses or set up simple washing stations. Cold water splashed on dusty skin, a cleansing both physical and spiritual. Laughter echoed as they scrubbed away the fatigue of days. At night, dreams carried them to places far from the frontiers. To olive groves, to vineyard slopes, to warm kitchens filled with the smell of flatbread. Homes were simple but remembered in perfect detail. In sleep, even the toughest soldier became a quiet dreamer. The army had its own quiet ceremonies, rites of passage, honors bestowed, moments marked. Veterans were recognized, fallen comrades remembered in silence. These gatherings weren't loud, but deeply meaningful. Respect was shown through simplicity, not spectacle. Each camp had at least one storyteller. By firelight, tales of gods, monsters, and heroes filled the air. The stories were familiar, but comforting. As eyes drooped and breathing slowed, words faded into dreams. The camp sleeps, but not all. Each night, a few soldiers rise quietly, taking their turn to keep watch beneath the stars. They move slowly, wrapped in cloaks, their footsteps soft against the dirt paths of the outpost. A gentle creak of leather, the hush of wind through olive trees, and the low hoot of an owl, these are the only sounds. The world is peaceful at this hour. The flickering of torches along the camp wall casts soft amber shadows. And the guards, though alert, feel something sacred about the stillness. One gazes up at the sky, tracing the stars, perhaps thinking of home, or simply enjoying the quiet gift of the night. In the tents, most have drifted into slumber. Shields rest gently beside beds of straw. The armor, once loud with battle, now lies silent and still. Blankets rustle lightly as a soldier turns in his sleep. His breathing is slow. His mind no longer on tactics or commands, but lost in dreams. Some dream of vineyards and warm bread. Others of walking barefoot across quiet fields. The stars outside are the same stars seen in every corner of the empire. And perhaps, under those stars, loved ones are dreaming too. The night offers a moment of connection. A thread of quiet that links the soldier to far-off places. This is the hour just before dawn, when even the wind seems to pause. The air is cool and gentle, and a light mist begins to settle low to the ground. The camp is hushed, and even the night creatures rest now. A centurion stirs, sipping the last of yesterday's watered wine, gazing silently at the dim horizon. He does not speak. He only listens. To silence. The fires are little more than glowing embers now, pulsing faintly like the heartbeat of the camp. In this hour, time itself slows, stretching each breath into something eternal. Inside the tent, as the darkness begins to fade ever so gently into morning light, a soldier opens his eyes for a brief moment, and then closes them again. Perhaps he remembers the soft laughter of a sibling, the warmth of a mother's kitchen, or a childhood path through tall grasses. Just one last thought. Not of what, nor duty, but of something warm, something familiar. And then he lets go of the thought, floating back into sleep, as the world slowly stirs around him. This is the final breath of night. The morning comes gently, not with trumpets or clamor, but with a quiet breeze and the soft light of a new day. But for now, you do not need to wake. Let the soldier rest. Let the shield remain by his side. Let the morning wait. You are here. Still. Safe. And far from worry. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let the story fade now. Like footprints washed away by soft Roman rain. Let the thoughts drift like smoke from a quiet campfire. Sleep now, traveler of time. The soldier rests. And so should you. And now, as the story draws to a close, let it fade gently like twilight slipping into night. You've walked beside a Roman soldier, through the training grounds and quiet moments, the hush of dawn, and the warmth of shared bread. You've stood beneath stars above ancient stones, and listened to the soft rhythm of a world long gone, yet somehow still close. Let those echoes now become whispers, then silence, then stillness. You do not need to remember every detail. You do not need to carry the weight of the armor or the sword. You only need to rest, just as he did, after long days and quiet nights under distant skies. Breathe in slowly, and let go of the day. Breathe out softly, and settle into your own quiet camp of dreams. The past is at peace, and so are you. Sleep well, traveler. Sleep deeply, and dream gently. Good night.